Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to unpack something huge today, a massive resource sitting right in plain sight. We're pulling insights from a project called Behind the Obvious, and they make a pretty bold claim. They argue that the biggest, most comprehensive, and honestly most transformative university in the entire world is completely 100% free. Sounds kind of like a trick question, right? But it's not. Millions of people, maybe even you, literally today, use it every single day without even realizing it. So what is it? Well, Behind the Obvious drops a pretty massive bombshell here. That unseen university is YouTube. Yep, the exact same website you probably have open in another tab right now. It totally challenges our perceptions, right? It asks us to look past the obvious and reconsider how this platform actually functions as an absolute powerhouse of education, if we choose to see it that way. And hey, quick side note, if you're enjoying these perspective shifts, make sure you subscribe to Behind the Obvious right now so you don't miss out. Now, you might be having a bit of a moment of disbelief, thinking, wait a minute, school? A hidden academic database? You're talking about the place with the cat videos? But that right there is the great misconception of our modern era. We've created this false divide between entertainment and education. A platform that was literally built for vlogs, music videos, and viral trends has quietly, covertly become one of the greatest learning tools ever created in human history. When you say it out loud, it kind of seems obvious, but considering how most people actually use it, it's a total paradigm shift. Context is everything here, so let's zoom out. Think about how learning worked for, well, almost all of human history. The old way, it was all about access. You had to have physical teachers nearby, you had to gain entry into incredibly expensive schools, buy heavy physical books, or just rely on super exclusive, gate-kept connections. Because of all that, knowledge was severely limited. But the new way, the internet, and specifically YouTube, absolutely obliterated those historical gates. Boom, gone. Suddenly, anyone with a camera could teach, and anyone with a Wi-Fi connection could learn. And because that gate is wide open, we now have what you could call an infinite curriculum. Just think about the sheer, mind-boggling volume of what you can learn right now, today, totally for free. We're talking programming, engineering, video editing, languages, cooking, finance, animation, business, the whole shebang. And the absolutely crucial point here is who is actually teaching this stuff. You aren't just reading dusty theories from a textbook written 30 years ago. You are learning directly from real-world practitioners who are actually doing the work and passing on their expertise. Which, naturally leads us to a massive burning question. I'm sure you are wondering about it right now as we talk about this. Is YouTube actually better than traditional school? Like, can a free digital platform truly, completely beat traditional structured schooling outright? It's a heavy question for sure, and it really challenges everything we've ever been taught about the quote-unquote right way to get an education. Well, to be fair, it's not exactly traditional school. It doesn't hand you a fancy printed diploma at the end, but its true power lies in the practical magic of video. Step 1, you see real examples. You don't just hear the theory, you actually watch the execution of the task right in front of you. Step 2, you can pause the video. Try doing that to a live university professor when they're speaking way too fast. And step 3, you can replay and learn entirely at your own speed. The power here isn't in the prestige of a piece of paper, it's entirely in the practical application. And the absolute biggest advantage of this platform isn't just the video format. It's the profound equalizer effect of accessibility. We are talking about literal life-changing skills for free. Think about it. A teenager with nothing more than a basic smartphone can log on and learn skills that used to require thousands of dollars and years of exclusive access to acquire. We aren't just talking about picking up a fun weekend hobby. Some people have literally changed the entire trajectory of their lives, their careers, and their financial futures using nothing but these free videos. But let's pause here for a second. Let's introduce a little twist, because logic demands we ask the next crucial question. If all of this is true, if we have the greatest, most accessible, free university in human history literally sitting right in our pockets, then why doesn't everyone succeed? Seriously, why isn't every single person walking down the street a master coder, a fluent bilingual speaker, or an expert in finance? If the access is totally unprecedented, why doesn't the widespread success match it? Well, the source material points to one massive hidden problem: distraction. The harsh truth of our modern era is that information just isn't the problem anymore. Information is literally everywhere. Distraction is the ultimate barrier between you and the skills you want to learn. The very device giving you access to all human knowledge is the exact same device constantly pinging and interrupting your focus. And hey, speaking of focus, if you want to keep your feed full of intentional, thought-provoking content instead of endless distractions, make sure you hit subscribe on Behind the Obvious. This dynamic creates a truly tragic irony of the digital age. the scrolling trap. Think about how often this happens, maybe even to you. Most people open the app with genuinely great intentions, right? They open it to learn how to fix a leaky sink, or code a website, or finally speak Spanish. But the platform is designed from the ground up to entertain. So they fall right into the trap of passive entertainment, and they end up scrolling for hours, totally forgetting why they even opened the app in the first place. Because at the end of the day, the platform itself isn't magic. It's just a tool. It ultimately comes down to a really stark contrast in behavior. The passive consumer gets caught in the algorithm and just watches entertainment all day long. On the flip side, the intentional learner navigates straight through all that noise and learns a skill that actively changes their future. The real difference, the true power of this unseen university, depends entirely on your intentional application. Which leaves us right at the ultimate crossroads: time waster or life transformer. The choice is literally yours. This incredible platform can either be a black hole that sucks up all your time, or it can be a tool that completely transforms your life. The curriculum is waiting, the experts are ready, and hey, the tuition is completely free. So what are you going to choose the next time you open the app? Are you going to be entertained, or are you going to enroll? Think about it. And that is what's behind the obvious.